7:13 now. Steve and Ted in the morning on KNSS. And with us this morning is United States Senator Jerry Moran. Good morning, sir. Nice to have you with us.
Stephen, good to be with you. Thank you. I'm headed to Wichita today, and the weather seems pretty darn nice.
Hey, how have you been conducting your business in the Senate? Are you all wearing masks? Are you doing off-site? How are you doing things in the Senate right now?
Well, it is significantly different than in the past. And, yes, wearing masks and distancing. The Senate usually votes given 15 minutes to cross the street to enter the Senate chamber and cast a vote. That's been extended to, it seems like more like 45 minutes, which allows senators to come and go so that we're not all in the same room at the same time. Our committee hearings are mostly by distance, utilizing technology, but you also have the option of appearing in person, but all the committees hearings are occurring in very large rooms in which you're a dozen feet at least or more away from other senators, and the witnesses generally are appearing again by distance technology. So it is different. It doesn't mean that it's easy to have those conversations with your colleagues. As you know, there's listening to your newscast this morning, difficulties in getting something passed in the United States Senate in regard to extending the CARES Act and trying to find a solution to both the economy and the healthcare needs as COVID-19 continues. Hard to find that opportunity to get in someone's face and have the conversation. It doesn't happen. So we're even more isolated than before, and the differences between members of the Senate, Republicans and Democrats, House and Senate, I suppose, even more difficult when you're so physically incapable of having a face-to-face conversation.
You know, we've been at this for several months now, and one shockwave after another. I've just had the feeling. I'm wondering if Americans, by and large, don't think there's a heck of a lot of urgency to get anything done on that. It's not going to get better, although some people I know are having some financial difficulties right now still.
Look,
go ahead.
Steve, excuse me for interrupting. I mean, I think the most important thing we could do is to get the economy going. We have to have people who are healthy and know they're healthy and have a sense of confidence that it's fine to return kids to school. It's fine to be at work. And my focus would be very much on testing, very much on vaccine, the research to get us there, the distribution of a vaccine once it's manufactured, personal protection equipment that maybe is in short supply in a number of places, but may be needed more if COVID continues to expand. A focus on getting us healthy and knowing that we're healthy, testing in a way that would allow us to isolate people who test positive and let people who don't return to something closer to normal. Again, I think it's important for us to do the personally responsible things, take care of our fellow Kansans, our fellow Americans, and wear a mask and distance ourselves. But if we could have greater levels of testing and a quicker route to a vaccine, that gets our economy going. I would tell you that what I've seen to date is that we are spending way too much money. And we're focused on things we're not very narrow, and we're spending money on things that have nothing to do with COVID. That's at least in the proposals, and that's unacceptable to me.
You mentioned something the other day. I've been on my soapbox now for several days because someone I know had somebody tested, and it took 11 days to get the test results back, and that just doesn't do any good. I mean, we've got to get testing, in my opinion. That's immediate almost to ever figure out what's going on here. And I see the FDA set out a template for researchers saying, hey, let's do something to do at home test where you can just do it right your own home and get the test back immediately. Boy, wouldn't that be great?
Steve, that is, I mean, when we talk about testing, if you wait days to get the results, it doesn't serve the purpose that I just described. Today, when you return to a hospital for have the removal of your appendix, they need to test you to see if you have COVID, and you cannot wait. I mean, you can't wait in the hospital for 2 or 3 days to find out the answer to that question. I have visited a laboratory in Kansas that can have a 24-hour turnaround, and it's a spit test, and you can do it at home. The technology is there. We're working hard to get FDA to approve this kind of technology, and that we hope will happen in a very short few days. So testing only works if you have a quick result. it only is beneficial, I guess. It will tell you an answer, but the answer doesn't mean much if you don't know it right away.
Yeah. Well, it's a good point, and I feel like you're on the right track. We have spent trillions and trillions of dollars that our grandkids are going to have to pay for that may not be doing a whole lot of good on this thing.
I'm interested in helping people, but we have to do something much different, and I think that we're headed toward a path where the highest bidder is in play, and the Senate and the House of Representatives, we are so far apart on the amount of money spent. And I'm of the view that the amount of money that's included in the Republican proposal in the Senate is too much already. So we're going to work to try to provide some discipline and recognize that this is not an opportunity for everyone to spend money on everything they thought about spending money on, somebody else's money, incidentally, over the years. This is a chance to try to do this right. And, again, let's have some common sense would be fine, but some fiscal restraint. We do not have the capability of taxing and borrowing money and more programs that can return our economy. We have to have an economy that's working. That comes with people being healthy, not with more government programs and more government spending to the degree that is being considered, particularly in the House, but also in the Senate.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time this morning. U.S. Senator Jerry Moran, Republican from Kansas. But I happen to be in agreement with Jerry today. Not every day am I agreeing with him, but he said some points there that I thought were very, very astute and very good points.